buy tickets there. Certainly within your rights. If you want to win them, though, be caller 10. Good luck. 2 for Sandler next month. Caller 10, 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
You'd flee a wildfire.
Evacuate.
You'd prepare for a hurricane. But there's no escaping this disaster.
It's one of the worst disasters that I've seen in my career.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
$35192 if you want to send a text. I will see those, and I'll reply when I can. You can watch at AlanCoxShow.com. Thank you so much to Chuck Palapapuk. Palapapuk? I don't know where to put the, what is it?
I think it's Palapapuk.
Palapapuk. Is that Inuit? What's the ethnic extraction of that? Do we know?
I don't know. Who cares?
I care.
You're asking too many questions.
I never get to meet these people, and so even the smallest detail makes me
hire them.
Well, it makes me more invested in the work they do.
That stuff.
All right.
Say, can you do this very simple thing?
All right. Well, thank you to Chuck Palapapuk for helping out back there in the video department. Cavaliers off tonight. They'll play the second of 2 in Charlotte against the Hornets tomorrow night. 7 o'clock is your tip-off. 6:30 when we roll out is when your pregame coverage will begin. Guardians are playing the Dodgers today. I don't know how they've been doing. I haven't really paid that close attention because it's preseason ball and they're, the guys who are playing now aren't going to be all the guys that are playing when we start up. MLB opening day is March 30th in Seattle against the Mariners, and then the Guardians' home opener is going to be April the 7th against the very same Seattle Mariners.
I got breaking news.
Whoop! Hold on. I like news to be broken on this show.
Alan Cox Show. Exclusive news update.
Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets.
Wow.
It's done.
Wow.
Yep. I don't have all the details yet, but it's happening.
I thought that was maybe just kind of a negotiating tactic, but he really wanted to get out of Green Bay.
He really did. And the fact that he went to the Jets, of all places, the exact same team that Brett Favre was traded to. Now, hopefully,
I thought he went to the Vikings.
He did eventually.
Oh, he did
Vikings.
eventually. Okay.
He went Jets. I think one season with the Jets, and then one season with the Vikings. Then he was done.
So is Sam Darnold considered a flop?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't been paying that close attention to
They
him.
already traded away Sam Darnold.
He went to the Panthers.
He went to the Panthers,
okay.
and then they had Zach Wilson, and he's a flop.
Oh, that's the kid I'm thinking of. The kid with the hot mom.
The hot mom, yeah. He banged his mom's
friends.
Yeah.
He was living I banged my mom's hot friend porn.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's who I was thinking of, not Sam Darnold. Okay, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Well, does that make Jets fans happy? We have bureau chiefs out there. Do they care about this? Or is Aaron Rodgers...
Oh, I think they're very excited about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if people look at him as like... Does this mean he's like at the tail end of... He's not trying to win a Super Bowl with the Jets, right? I mean, he's like...
No, he is.
Is he?
He is, yeah.
Oh.
Because they have a very good defense. They have some very good skill players. The Jets had a decent season last year. They didn't make the playoffs, but I think they went 9-7 or 8-7-1 or something like that. Like they had a pretty good season. They're just on the cusp of making the playoffs. And they did that with Zach Wilson, Joe Flacco, and Mike White. So
okay.
Aaron Rodgers is a huge upgrade over all three of those guys and definitely makes them a contender in the AFC.
So who do they get? Who does Green Bay get for him?
I don't know.
A bunch of
probably
picks
just picks, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. All
Green
right.
Bay,
well,
from what I heard,
he's your problem now, New York.
Was pretty ready to get rid of him, so I don't think they're giving up that much. It's mostly they're talking about who's going to have to pay the salary because he's
What's
got
his salary?
It's like $40 million a year.
My goodness.
Well, it instantly makes life easier for all those NFC quarterbacks.
Yeah,
they don't have to contend with Aaron Rodgers.
He always says he owns the Bears, and now he won't even really play him.
Here's the problem, though. It puts him that much closer. And again, even if you're living in Green Bay, it's not like the guy was living in Green Bay all the time. Mm-hmm. It puts him that much closer to his former girlfriend, Olivia Munn.
Oh.
and her current baby daddy, one Jonathan Mulaney.
Who would win in a fight?
And if I'm John Mulaney, I'm looking at that going, this is not good. This is not good. They got to be hanging on by a thread as it is.
Why do you assume that?
Mulaney and Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
That was just lucky timing that she let him leave it in.
Love.
And I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying they ain't going for the long haul. So, the guy was like barely out of rehab and looks at his wife and goes, nah, this Olivia Munn's crazy hot. And she'd been around for a minute, so, she couldn't keep much together. So the two of them hook up. They have a kid. So obviously they'll be tethered to some degree forever.
After like 3 specials where he's like, I'm never having kids.
Right.
Yeah, but listen, people say that all the time. And my wife said that, and then she met me. And you know what happened. I mean,
Please leave it in.
Right, of course.
Super sperm.
Well, that was then, this is now.
Dear God, please impregnate me.
Yeah, well, people say that all the time. I mean, she was very upfront about that. She's like, and you hear from people, I didn't want to have kids until I met so-and-so. And then I looked at them, and I looked into their eyes, their deep pools of cess. And I thought, that's the one. So, yeah. I mean, Mulaney won that ring toss, I get. It's all timing anyway. Isn't every relationship timing?
100%.
It didn't work out with Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley. She's making her own deodorant. And he's like, okay. Now he's doing ayahuasca, so that's the gift she left with him. Mulaney and Olivia Munn. And you'll notice there hasn't been a lot of chatter about what John Mulaney's ex-wife is doing now. She was, of course, blindsided by the whole thing, and she's a lovely girl. Anna Marie Tendler is her name, I believe, and she's just a little slip of a lass. But I don't know that they have her on page 6, walking around with somebody. I don't know. Oh, maybe she is. Oh, she's dating a hot chef. Okay. Well, there you go. That's a step up. Because Mulaney's not for everybody, right? Mary Santora is in the I don't care for John Mulaney
not
camp.
Not a huge fan. He has some bits that I really like.
I'm just crazy attracted to him, so it's just
Ugh.
distracting.
You like those twinky...
Skeleton face white
yes,
boys.
He does. He likes skeleton face white boys.
Who are your favorite comedians, Mary?
Oh, boy. Bill Squire, number 1.
Yeah, see me at the Funny Stop, March 31st.
You didn't even let me get to it.
Mary Santora, number 2.
You're your own second favorite comedian.
To Bill Squire,
Wow.
obviously. Yes.
All right.
You can grab my sophomore album, Nothing Matters, now anywhere.
Oh,
that you
don't
get
sell
music.
yourself short. It's not,
Very good.
There's nothing sophomoric about it.
Sophomore means second, doesn't it?
I was kidding.
Oh.
Yes, but it also
Yes, tell
means
Alan
like
what words mean.
I was
Hey, I
like,
don't know all
thought
of
it meant
them.
second.
I don't know all of them. I mean,
yeah, but you know sophomore.
yeah, that's right. Hey, okay, so Bill's number 1.
Uh-huh.
You are your second favorite comedian.
Correct.
And your third favorite comedian is... Now, first, before you answer,
Okay.
I want you to think carefully about it because we are springing this on you. It's not like you're walking around with
Right.
this in your head. We're springing it on you. Is this going to be top 3 or is this going to be top 3 out of 5? Will this be...
know.
For all the people who are
third-
sitting at home going, or in their cars or at work going, fingers crossed that Mary names my personal favorite comedian.
Like, I know you love
Probably.
Regan. I know you love Attell. I know
Like,
some of those. But
you know, like my favorite comics are probably Nate Bargatze.
Sheng Wang.
Okay.
Not Sheng Wang. Nate Bargatze, Kathleen Madigan.
She just got a new special out on...
She's so funny, dude.
Prime.
She's definitely. She
I was-
might be my. I love Brian Regan, but I love Kyle Kinane too.
Kyle Kinane's fantastic. Those are all great comics.
Who
Yeah.
is your favorite recent-ish? I mean, Kathleen Madigan's great, but she's been doing it for 40 years.
Correct.
Who is your favorite comedian that you've discovered over the past few years?
Oh, this is so hard because I feel like I meet so many new comics all the time that are hilarious.
I mean, somebody you not even have necessarily met. You found them on Instagram, and you go, God, this guy's funny. Like, for me, that's Nathan McIntosh, if you know who that is.
Okay.
He's Canadian, but he's one of my favorite comics.
honestly, probably Nate Bargatze. I only found him in like 2018. 2019. I mean, that's still 4 or 5 years.
Well, I was going to say, he's been doing it for a while.
But
Like,
I didn't
people
discover him.
Yeah. People got turned on to him recently, but he's been doing it for
He's
a
been doing it
while.
forever,
He's like in his
yeah.
mid-40s.
He's really, really good.
He's great.
He's definitely one of my favorites.
He did his latest special in The Round. And
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't like The Round.
It's hard. It's distracting.
It's very distracting because you see people in the background and then you get focused on them. And when you have ADHD, you're like, what are you doing? You're watching Nate Bargatze and you keep picking your nose. Stop that. You're on camera.
Why are you looking at the people in the crowd?
Because that's what his background is, because he's doing it in The Round.
Yeah, but you're looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard when they're standing and pacing in a circle.
Yeah. I don't
Listen,
like
when I was a kid and my mom took me to see Barry Manilow in The Round and Tom Dreesen was his opener,
That's different.
I paid attention to Tom Dreesen.
But when you're there, it's one thing. But when you're watching, like Carlin's in The Round. What was that one? That was
Carlin on Campus?
We're in the blue shirt.
I didn't think he ever did one in The Round.
He did one in The Round.
Oh. Well,
it doesn't work for stand-up.
But I left out an important point. When my mom took me to see Barry Manilow in The Round and Tom Dreesen was his comedian and opener, our seats were facing away from the stage.
Mm.
Oh.
So the rest of the crowd was in front of me. The reason we got tickets so cheap is they were, it was an irregular row.
Mm.
It was the one row at the Rosemont Horizon where those seats happened to be facing backwards. So people were spilling their drinks on my chest. I was a young boy. I was just beginning to get exposed to the world of performance. And so I couldn't help but looking at the people in the audience. But you know what I did?
Looked at him.
I ignored them.
Oh.
I ignored them.
Mm.
And I paid attention. I had to crook my neck to turn around. Because as I said, we were in the irregular row.
Doing the comedy in the irregular. Here's a good comic that people should check out. Jeff Osmus.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's
But I haven't
so
known
funny.
him in the last couple of years. That's why that didn't come up. I've known him
Yeah.
since I started.
Jeff Osmus.
Yeah, he's
Thought
really,
that was one of
really
the
good.
characters from Watchmen.
Maybe.
How do you spell Osmus?
ASMUS.
ASMUS. Uh-huh. Oh, the kid from Chicago. I know. Yeah,
he's,
okay.
He's very funny.
I was thinking of somebody else. Well, anyway, there you go. There's Mary Santora's top 3, Bill Squire, herself, and Nate Bargatze.
Take that, Nate.
For those, yeah, that's right. You don't have a prayer against Bill Squire when other comics are putting themselves second.
Duh.
Yeah, a nadoy.
Come on, guys.
Alan, I'm 11 years old, and I'm a huge fan of your radio station.
Station or show?
Hey, listen, either, right?
We'll take it.
They both pay my bills. And today is my birthday.
Happy
So
birthday.
you've been a fan for when you were 10. And you know what? That tracks. I mean, mentally, that tracks. But I don't know what to tell you. Thank you.
You've
Appreciate
been on
that.
this station his entire life.
Think
Oh,
about
weird.
that.
Yeah.
Think
He's
about
never
that.
known anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into a lady today. I was checking out the grocery store, and she's like, "Are you Bill Squire?" I'm like, "Yes." And she's like,
Wait, okay, set the scene. You were at the grocery store.
Yeah, and she was in front of me checking out. And
Oh, a checkout,
she,
okay.
She turns and goes, "Are you Bill Squire?" And I was like, "I am." And she's like, love the show. Listen all the time. Can you shout me out on the radio? And I was like, And she's like, I go by Mary Bambi on the weekends. And this is not a lady that I think would have a weekend name, which was...
What did she mean by that?
I don't know.
She a swinger?
I wish I would have followed up, but she was like on their way out. But yeah, she goes, they call me Mary Bambi on the weekends.
Is she a lady of the night?
I don't know.
No, this is in the daytime.
But on the weekends, I mean, she's got a weekend name. I know a lot of people that have a weekend name.
What store?
Lucky's.
And what was in her cart?
I didn't see. Everything was all bagged up. She was on her way out.
Oh, already bagged up?
Yeah.
See, that's when you ask to see what's in her bags.
Yes, that's what you do.
Can
Ma'am.
I search her bag?
All right, I'll give you a shout out, but let me see what you're buying.
Yes, it's all in the details.
It's a grocery
What is
store.
in that bag? What you
Because
got in that
then you
bag?
know what Mary Bambi's doing on the weekend. She's prepping.
It's probably
Even
on Monday
on-
for the weekend.
Well, something.
Mm-hmm.
People food prep for the whole week. If she's doing something that requires lubricant, then yeah, she's prepping for the weekend. All right. Well,
Also, technically, isn't Bambi a boy name?
I mean, I think people associate no.
It's associated with the girls, but in the movie Bambi's a boy.
I thought Bambi was a girl.
No.
No, he's a boy because he's gonna come back and take over his dad's role as the
Bambi
leader.
is a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen Bambi. I didn't know that.
Don't
Wow.
get attached to his mom.
Well, you
Wait,
know,
does his dad
I know
die
the broad
too, or
strokes,
just
but
the
I
mom?
thought that no, that the dad kills the mom. It's a murder-suicide.
That's not.
I thought Bambi was a girl. I just assumed because the name is.
Right.
The skunk he's with, I think, is a girl. Flower.
I think Flower's a boy too.
Is Flower a boy too?
What is going on? Although these days, Bill, as right-wingers love to complain about, you can be whatever you want.
Right. I think they were driving that point home at an early age with Disney.
Damn indoctrination.
Bambi and Flower.
Thumper. What was Thumper?
Thumper was a boy.
Yes.
Okay. Thumper was for sure a boy. I forgot about Thumper.
Right.
Flower might have been a girl.
I'm going to have to watch this. What's it? Bambi, it's called?
Bambi.
I'm going to have to watch this Bambi movie.
Watch it with your daughter. See how she reacts to it.
No. 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 She does not take that stuff well at all. Because this is why our kid is not like in the Pixar movies. Because the formula for any kid's movie is to get them invested early, you kill somebody off. It's usually a parent, right? It's the stamp plug and play book for these kinds of movies. Is you make the kids sad really fast, soon in the movie, so that they can have their journey, so they can have their discovery. It's a rare movie where both parents are in the last frame of the movie.
Right. Flower
Especially
is
if
a
there's
boy.
animals involved. She's not going to handle that.
I looked it
So
up.
they're all boys.
Flower's a boy.
Misogyny.
Thumper's a boy. And Bambi's a boy.
Unbelievable.
Boy, that's not a lot of masculine names between the three.
But
of them,
hey, ahead of their time, right?
right? And Thumper's a pretty Thumper would be a good name for a young feller.
Young buck.
Hey,
I guess,
Joe.
yeah, Bambi's the young buck.
Yeah.
Joe, hello.
Hi, I got a comment about some of my most favorite comedians. Just a
I
couple
don't
of them.
remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's funny. Anyhow, I used to like when I was a younger man. I used to like Louis Black. Is he still around?
He's
Do you know?
around.
Yeah. Saw him last year.
Go
He was
Screaming.
fantastic.
Yeah, and I also like Rodney Dangerfield. He was one of my most favorites.
I mean, that's
and
going
that's-
back even further, yes.
If you've never read his autobiography, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's called
I'd like
I,
to read
Rodney.
that. I liked one of his jokes he told one time. He was talking about his wife. He says, "Hey, my wife, but she's so stupid. It takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes." And I thought that was awesome.
That's a great joke.
Oh, boy. Yeah, well, it's, one of those
Rodney
guys.
was one of the best.
Uh-huh.
Oh, last week was a rough week. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Know my doctor? I saw him last week. I told him, Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror. I want to throw up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect.
There it is.
Dr. Vinny Boombots.
Dr. Vinny Boombots. He would do that on Carson and the whole bit.
Oh, last week was a rough week. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. I asked the bartender to make me a zombie. Told me God beat him to it. You know when you're ugly, all right. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. For Halloween, I opened the front door. Kids give me candy. Last Halloween, a kid tried to pull my face off. And
You know, I remember Rodney Dangerfield as the lecherous dad in Natural Born Killers. Remember that?
I've never actually seen that
Oh,
movie.
God,
No.
he's Juliette Lewis's dad or stepdad or something. He's walking around with a barely closed robe, and he's like, he's very clearly molesting her throughout the course of the beginning of that movie, and he meets a painful end in Natural Born Killers. You know, Rodney Dangerfield was great. It was like Gilbert Gottfried, right? I don't know if these guys ever wrote their own stuff, but
I mean,
if it makes you laugh,
Rodney
it makes you
did.
laugh. Huh?
I think Rodney did.
I need a second opinion. You're ugly, too. That's not you didn't write that.
Maybe he did. Maybe he was the guy writing that for everybody else.
No, it goes back to like Danny Thomas and these guys that would do the same 10 minutes for 60 years. at the Playboy Club. Boy, those were the days where you could just somebody else was writing your jokes, and you would just do that set. George Burns, all those guys in the tux, they just do their set for like 25 years. They weren't writing material. They had it made. You would do like a 9-month run at a club.
And now we got to wait for a great heckler video to go viral.
There you go. It's a different time. I got, Leonard Skinner is coming to town. They are doing a benefit show at Jacobs Pavilion at Nautica for the Western Reserve Land Conservancy. It's a fundraiser, ROC and CLE this year. And so if you dig Skinner, I'll have a couple of tickets for you coming back. They're going to play that show in May. 3519